Hey friend, welcome to the Get Rooted in Health podcast. I'm Gabby Flater, a faith-led wife, mom of 3, certified nutrition consultant, personal trainer, and passionate about changing lives. I know how frustrating it can be to navigate the health and wellness world. You want to be motivated to prioritize your well-being and wish you were more educated when it comes to cultivating a healthy home. Maybe you're a mom who's completely burnt out and needs a fresh perspective on life, or you're searching for a place to feel seen, heard, and encouraged in a godly manner. No matter if you're doing the dishes, getting your sweat on, or drinking reheated coffee while watching the kids play, there is always an opportunity for growth. If you are ready to finally take action about these desires and are ready to learn, grow, and transform your mind, then you are in the right place. It's time to establish deeper roots so you can enjoy a more fruitful and fulfilling harvest. Let's dig in. Hey friends, welcome back to another episode on the Get Rooted in Health podcast. My name is Gabby and let's get to it. Another week, another episode. Super glad that you're here tuning in today wherever you're at. Before we kick things off, I want to share a quick review with you. This one is from Peapod's mama. I wonder whose mama that is. She says, "The Lord has blessed Gabriella with a servant's heart, the gift to grow personally and share. Her passion for the Lord, her beautiful family, health, fitness, gardening, and sourdough bread is contagious and inspiring. Her willingness to learn, grow, and teach from her personal experiences and struggles make her relatable. May God bless this new endeavor as she seeks his leading." Thank you so much for that heartfelt review. It means so much to me. Again, if you have not left a review for the podcast, take a moment to pause. It would mean so much to me. The more and more reviews that we can get, the more this show will get into the hands of more people, and we can help more people and just really build this community up and, better equip people to live long, healthy, and happy lives. So, with that being said, hope your summer is going well. Ours has been good. Like I said before, I think in a prior podcast, June just kind of comes and takes over. But our first weekend was pretty bonkers. And then we got kind of slammed with a minor bug in our home. I'm not really sure what it was. It started with my oldest. He had like some goopy stuff in his eyes. So I was like, oh no, this was like midweek. And so I was like, oh no, he's got some pink eye going on. And then as I kept like kind of paying attention to it, I thought maybe it was allergies because the pollen count was high. So I was like, maybe he has allergies. So then tried to give him some stuff for that. And then it kind of went away after like 2 days. And I was like, okay. And then we had something over the weekend and we come home. And while we were gone that weekend, some of the kids just like got coughs and super runny noses out of nowhere. And then me and my 2 other kids, 2 littles, woke up on Monday with goopy stuff in our eyes. Nothing red, not itchy, didn't burn, it didn't hurt. It just was like, it was there. So either way, we had something kind of going around, minor sore throat for me and for my husband. So I don't know. Then I had all these moms, these friends messaging me and saying, it's so weird. Like we had that too. And it lasted like 2-3 days. It's going around. So whatever it is, I'm not really sure. So I hope that you guys are in good health, and hopefully next week will look a little better and we can be around more people. We had to cancel things at the Y and find subs and all the things. So now we had to celebrate our son's birthday. I mean, we weren't going to do a party. So we just kind of kept it more low key, weren't around too many people, and just did some things just us to make his day special. But one of the things that we do here, I do mostly as holistic and natural medicines, if you want to call it, would be my protocol here. So what we did is we put colloidal silver and breast milk. I know, breast milk, yes. Sounds strange, but hear me out. in our eyes. So we would use a dropper and we would put some colloidal silver in our eyes and some breast milk, kind of alternating throughout the day, a few times a day, for a few days until it was gone. So we did that for my oldest that first week, and it was gone within 2, maybe 3 days. And then we've been doing it for the last 3 days, the rest of us that got it. And colloidal silver is one of those, really, you'll just have to go Google it, natural remedies that cures like everything. It can help with so many things, and it's not like a medicine full of junk or antibiotics or steroids or any of those kinds of things. So that's the stuff I try to avoid at all costs and kind of do our own thing. And then the other thing was breast milk. That is like liquid gold. So if you have pink eye, I remember getting pink eye when I had, maybe it was when Titus and I were, maybe it was Winston. Maybe when Winston was a baby. Him and I both got it, and I remember sitting in my bed and I was just like, nursing him, and then I got like a cotton swab or a cotton ball, and I soaked up some of the breast milk and like dabbed it in my eye and in his eye, and we just fought it off with that. So that is one of those things that really does the trick. So I pulled a bag out of the freezer, and yeah, my kids were a little, they were like, "What is that, Mom? What are we doing?" My oldest was not having it. It was a struggle bus to get eye drops into a 5-year-old. He worked himself up. It was entertaining and also heartbreaking because this is what was going to help, and there was no other option. And we just had to kind of find some new ways, like let him do it, let him tell us when he was ready for the drop, like, but it was a lot of work to do that. So anyway, yeah, so that is kind of what's been going on around here. But I hope that your summer is off to a better start. We did get to go to the Kalahari, actually. We went to a conference that was majority paid for. It was the first time that we had ever gotten to go and be a part of the community, a bleeding disorder community. So our second born was born with a bleeding disorder called hemophilia. It's where your blood does not clot, and your body was born missing the ability to create it's called a factor. So factor 8. So if you think of like a domino effect, it's missing a domino that's in the whole chain of the clotting chain. So one of them is missing, which doesn't allow the whole chain to fully work properly in the clotting process. So there would be continual bleeding without that. So that can be a lot of internal bleeding, joint bleeding, if you got any cuts, all those things. Yeah, so we have been on a prophylactic treatment since he was 9 months old, and smooth sailing ever since. Praise God for that. And, as I think about maybe what a podcast could look like talking about that, just want to make sure that I'm protecting him but also informing other people. So would love to talk more about it, but we got to be a part of a really neat community. He was born in 2019, so we didn't go that year. They do this every year, this convention at the Kalahari, and then the world shut down in 2020, so we didn't go then, and they didn't have it the other year in 2021, so we went in this year and paid just a small portion, and we got a 2-night stay, water park passes, a bunch of meals included, and just a wealth of time connecting and information, and just hearing different stories, relatable stories. We actually found out a family lives 20 miles north of us, which is really cool, and has a son around Titus's age. So I really am excited to get to know that family. So we got to be there over the weekend. We came back from the water park, and this is when this all happened. So it kind of makes sense. I feel like water parks are just, germ-infested places. But hey, you only live once, so I'm going to go enjoy all the things, right? Just can't prevent your kids from soaking up all the germs and then passing them on to you, right? Because they touch and lick everything. But anyway, so that's how our summer has been, getting to go and do some of those things. But I wanted to talk about summer and the just mindset going into summer. I feel like there could be some really neat things to just kind of stay focused on and not get lost in, or throw some things aside just because it's summer. Everybody, it looks different. Some people, like, if they're teachers, this is their time off, or maybe they teach summer school, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and nothing has changed and it's just warm outside, so you're like hitting up the beach every day, which is awesome. Maybe you still work full-time, but then, you still have your kids who are out of school and they're doing camps or whatever it might be. And, summer just looks different for everyone in their schedules and what they do. But a few things that I just thought would be good and helpful to focus on, and is the first thing is, summertime. Right now it's like light outside at 4:30, 5 a.m. So not saying you have to get up at that time, but what's awesome about that is there's something to be said about when you wake up, your circadian rhythm, which is just like the whole cycle in your body, the time clock in your body of when you wake up and when it's time to go to bed. That's your circadian rhythm and how your body functions and knows when it's daytime and knows when it's nighttime. And one of the best things that you can do for your body is go outside and get some raw sunlight. We'll just call it that. Don't put sunglasses on. Don't look at it through a window. Just step outside onto your porch, onto your grass, onto your balcony, whatever it is. Maybe you got to walk a little bit to go find it. And it doesn't even have to be the sun. Like, it could just be like looking at the sky, just like soaking up the daylight. Like, don't immerse yourself looking into the phone right away, or screens or things like that. Like, just go outside, take a few deep breaths, go out there barefoot, ground yourself to the earth. There's different, there's things out there that say there's such healing properties to just putting your feet, planting them into the earth. You can call it like earthing if you want. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but there's something to be said about just how it calms and relaxes and eases your mind and your body. So sometimes I'll just kind of take a little stroll around the yard quick. I'll walk on the porch. I'll grab my coffee and I'll go walking through my garden barefoot and the mulch. Sometimes there's dew on the grass, and sometimes it can be kind of chilly, but I find that I really like that, and just wakes up my body and feels good. So if you can get outside and enjoy some of this daylight, because we all know if you're in the Midwest, when it gets dark out, it's dark out in the morning, and it's dark for a while. And then we just wish for the days of when it gets light out. So I'm a total morning person, and I love it. So it sets your body up for like that circadian rhythm right on point, helps you fall asleep better later in the day, or like helps your body like know when it's time to wind down, all those things. So don't believe me, just go look it up. Also, another thing is maybe you worked really hard on some sort of goal, and I don't know what that would be for you. Maybe it was a financial goal, a business goal, a health goal, in terms of maybe just like weight loss, or something consistent that you had been showing up for over the winter months. Maybe it was, I don't really know what it would be for you, but something that you put a lot of effort into. I encourage you not to throw it away just because it's summertime. I know that it's kind of a time where people are like, oh, let's just forget all the like things that are not fun, and let's just do all the fun things, which, hey, I'm here for all the fun things. I am here for it. But then it's going to be that much harder to come back to some of the things and the habits and the consistency and the hard work that you had built up. And if there's a way that you can find some ability to keep that consistent behavior, that consistent habit going, I encourage you to do that. So one thing for me is always fitting in, exercise. Like that is really like year round for me, a non-negotiable, and just makes sense to always be a part of every day. Another thing is still consistently showing up for business, for work, for this podcast, not putting it off. And maybe it doesn't get as much time and attention because we have a lot of things going on, and I do want to enjoy more of the outdoors with my kids, and say, yeah, we're gonna go to the beach today, and so it just takes a little bit of scheduling and planning, which I'm not really the best at, but I can grow in that area for sure. But maybe it looks like, waking up early and doing some of the businessy things. I typically wake up early to work out, so maybe just kind of shifting that on some days where getting work done is better when I don't have the kids around. I can always work out when the kids are around. It will happen because I've done it before, and they can watch me, and I don't mind getting paused and interrupted. But when I can't work. I can't work with that. So like if I need time to write out notes, if I need time to schedule posts, if I need to write an email or do a podcast or send messages to people, I need that time. And so I've told myself, Gabby, if anything, you just show up for one thing. It doesn't matter how long, it doesn't matter what, just show up, whether that's recording this podcast, whether that's hopping on one of our mentoring calls, whether that's having calling a few people and talking with them about an opportunity. Whatever it is, I'm going to show up for my business. And why? Because I made that commitment to myself and to my family, and I don't want to let the excuses, there's no excuses. So I have to remind myself that I'm here for the long run, and I'm not going to take the summer off like a lot of people do, because that's just who I am. I'm a go-getter, and I want to keep the habit going because I know how hard it is to come back, because I've done it before. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And then you have to go through all those hurdles again, the mindset and just the scheduling and all the things. So if anything, I just want to encourage you, whatever it might be, continue on the path towards those goals. Continue showing up for your business, for your health, for a relationship, for whatever it might be. And don't just throw those things aside because it's summertime and you're just going to go and have all the fun and whatnot. And maybe you worked it out in your life where you can do all that. So, and have all the fun and not have to worry about things. So just, that was more of just me sharing that for, where I'm at, especially just continuing to show up for stuff. So another thing is kind of slightly switching topics, is there's always this phrase going around like summer body, bikini ready, bikini body. Like, I don't even really know who came up with it, but like I see it now through a different lens, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, why do we always have to make something about how the body looks, the physique, why does it always have to be about getting summer ready? Like, who made that up? Like, it's kind of silly. And it puts so much pressure, especially on women, to look a certain way and not allow themselves to just feel confident or happy about themselves, their body, in a swimsuit or in the shorts or in the tank top or whatever it might be for you. But like, just loving your body where it's at and taking care of it. Don't compare it. It's just not worth it. There's no need. Just nourish your body throughout the summer. Move it, give it rest, enjoy the outdoors, smile and laugh a lot, and you're gonna and you're going to thrive. Don't focus on like restricting, comparing, and needing to look like, have this like, yeah, whatever the ideal summer body is. I mean, what is that definition even? Like, what, we need to have like 6-pack abs and like skinny legs? Like, I don't really know. Yeah, it's super silly as I'm even trying to describe it. Like, why do we need to focus on that? So just love on your body. Don't get wrapped up in all of that worldly thinking of such silliness, we'll call it. You are beautiful, and if you feel that there are things that you need to change in your life to maybe create a better mindset around your body and have better habits, then go for that. Go for the things that are going to make you feel more energy, that are going to keep you in a place that's healthy for your body, that makes you feel confident in what you're wearing or how you hold yourself up in, different places that you might go and things you might do during the summer. So just don't get stuck on the whole summer body thing, bikini ready, bikini body, whatever it all is. And just go and enjoy summer. Live your best life, right? And then another thing, we'll probably cap it off at this, is just focusing on who you're surrounding yourself with. And this doesn't have to go for just summer, but I just wanted to throw it in there. Because, it kind of goes along with not throwing away all your hard work that you had done, maybe whatever it was over the winter time into spring. We can go and have a ton of fun and hang out with all our friends and do a lot of things in the summertime. And just be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Are these people that are going to be uplifting you, encouraging you, motivating you? Or are they just kind of like more low energy? Are they negative people? Are they not goal oriented? Not saying that they have to be, or that you have to be, but are they people that kind of, do they make you feel less than? Do they wish you would drink with them? Do they do they give you a hard time when you say no to something, or whatever it might be? I just want you to think about, who are you surrounding yourself with over the summer, because it is very true that you are most like the 5 people you hang around the most. And so I want you to think about, who are those people in your life? Who are the circles of influence? Who do you let influence you? Who and what, I should say, do you let influence you? And a lot of this can even just be done online. And so just being careful of what you surround yourself with online. From scrolling, maybe you need to put it down. Maybe you need to unfollow some people. Are there people in your life that continually just want to go out and party on the weekends and do things that aren't going to just lead you in a more positive direction? Not saying that any of that is wrong, but in excess, it's not really going to lead to anything like, what's the end result? So maybe think about this. Like, what do you want the end result of your summertime to be? What do you want to learn? What do you want to do? What do you want to explore? What do you all those things? And are the people that you hang out with going to give you that opportunity or want to experience that with you? Maybe you want to learn how to garden. But all your friends are like, forget that. I'm just going to live off of, my Cheetos and get my, carrots and lettuce and green beans from the store. You weirdo, what are you doing? Like, they're gonna think you're strange. And for you, you're like kind of ready to figure things out. So I'll be your friend. I'll be your friend. I love to garden. But just surrounding yourself with, the podcasts or the YouTube videos or farmers in your local area. Go to a farmer's market. Like, starting to surround yourself with people and things that are going to help you go in the direction that you want this summer, and not kind of set you back or make you feel crummy or like you didn't learn or achieve anything new. And again, I'm not saying that, I'm not placing this on you like you have to do that this summer, like learn something new or whatnot. But if it's on your heart, and if there's something you want to achieve, maybe. So for me, this is a great example. Like, I am training for a marathon, and that's in October. I am going to have to set some boundaries on either some late night things or, maybe not having alcohol on a Friday night because I have a long run on Saturday and I know that's just not going to blend well. Saying no to, just some other things or extra things, getting extra sleep, and that comes with surrounding myself with people that are going to run with me, that are going to encourage me, support me, all the things. And so that is what I mean, is you need to find those people. And I want people that are positive and, because I can definitely sense the low energy, negative mindset people pretty quick now these days. And I choose to lessen my time around them. And if they're loved ones and family, that is something that you just have to guard yourself and just set those boundaries around. Understand that that's family and you can't get away from that and can't avoid those people all the time. But regardless, what I'm saying is just, who are you spending the most time with majority of the time? And are they putting you in the direction that you want to go? So that is just my encouragement to you. But I hope that going into your summer, you feel excited and ready and just ready to enjoy so many fun things and learning and growing and maybe creating some new relationships and friends and maybe picking up something new or not. It just, all depends. We're all in different seasons of life. But again, just encouraging you really just to continue on with those good habits. Maybe you were really good at reading books over the winter. Don't throw that out. Maybe just lessen it to a little bit less reading because you'll be busy in the summer. But don't stop reading, or don't stop eating healthy, or don't stop going to the gym. And maybe some of it is you get to do some things outside more than just just going to the gym. You can have a balance of both. That is my encouragement to you for this summer, and also just finding space to relax and just soak up the outdoors, reflect, and be with your children if you have kids. Watch them explore, create some fun memories together. And just finding time to just quiet your mind in other times of your week or of your day, that you can just escape the busyness and have some time to relax. So with that being said, we will bring this episode to a close here. Thank you so much for tuning in. It really means so much to me, and I hope that this blesses you this week. Share it with someone you know would benefit and would love listening to this podcast, and I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Take care.